And look at Craig David now as he goes, catching Helios Christ there in the ropes. I said Craig David is going to have to do whatever it takes. And look at the athleticism there of Craig David. He cannot worry about playing to the rules, playing to the book. You are against Helios Christ in the ring, and the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Again, this is 1 year in the making. These guys faced each other last year at SummerSlam. Helios Christ made his debut and defeated Craig David. Craig David now turning Helios Christ around here. And now watch this move right here. What a net breaker there by Craig David. A backbreaker to a net breaker. Now going for the cover. Can Craig David win this matchup? So Craig David certainly deserves the World Heavyweight Championship. Craig David has been a part of perhaps the best matches of the summer. The best wrestled matches. But again, tonight is not about the best wrestled matches. And look at Helios Christ knocking him down. Tonight is about the World Heavyweight Championship. It doesn't matter how good of a wrestling match you have. It's about if you can survive and take the World Championship home. For Craig David, it's actually even more than just about the World Championship. It's about survival. I mean, Craig David saw what happened to Brian Barbados on War. I mean, he saw what his fate was. And again, I don't know if that's exactly what Helios Christ is going to do to Brian Adams and Craig David. I mean, the fact that we're going to get to see Brian Adams after a month of not seeing him in MPWF. I want a jawbreaker there by Craig David. Now Craig David, a springboard flying chuck kick or beautiful disaster, whatever you want to call it. But ladies and gentlemen, there's the combination. David there on Helios Christ, the World Heavyweight Champion. Craig David now trying to go for the cover. Can he get the victory? 1, 2, and Helios Christ with a kick out. And Christ ain't going to go down that easily. Christ is not going to go down that easily. It is difficult to defeat Helios Christ in the ring. And there's a front face bulldog there by Craig David. Now Craig David bouncing to the outside the ring. Now heading to the top rope. Craig David using his speed. Crossbody and connects with the World Heavyweight Champion. And look at this. Craig David smart here. Going for quick covers. Hoping that he can get a surprise victory over Helios Christ. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You can't blame him for that. Now Craig David with a knockdown there on Helios Christ. And now Craig David, look at this, going high risk here. Craig David right up in the lights with the shooting star press to the outside the ring. And Craig David showing his utmost athleticism. The United States champion. And now Craig David throwing Helios Christ right into the steel steps. And you shouldn't be too surprised right now. It's happened in every match so far tonight. Oh, what a kick there by Craig David. Craig David taking control of the world champion. And I spoke too soon. Helios Christ now fighting back. And now throws Craig David into the ring. And drop kick. Nice drop kick there by Craig David. And now Craig David head to the top rope. Pick corkscrew up the top and connects with the World Heavyweight Champion. And now go for the cover. Craig David doing anything it takes to win this matchup. And Christ kicks out. So you can feel the passion. You can feel the emotion in this arena. The crowd here in New York is just going bananas for this main event matchup. And now Christ sending David into the turnbuckle. There's a big clothesline. A big knockdown there by the big powerful Helios Christ. And now Christ throwing Craig David right back into the turnbuckle again. And now what is he doing here? And now, there's the snake eyes. There is the snake eyes throwing Craig David and his Jufro on the top turnbuckle. And now, what a snap DDT. What a snap DDT. And I believe this is the first meeting of Helios Christ and Craig David since Craig David was drafted over to the MPWF War brand. And now look at this here. Look at this submission hold as Helios Christ just wrenching at Craig David, just using his brute force and power to overcome the United States champion. And now watch this move here. Watch him freeze in the air. Oh my God. How much control do you need to hit a move like that? And now Helios Christ going for the cover here. 1, 2, and Craig David gets the shoulder up. And Craig David also isn't going to give up that easily. And we've seen Craig David with so much heart and desire in the MPWF. Like we mentioned before, you know how much heart and desire it takes to win an MPWF Royal Rumble matchup, to go on to WrestleMania when people thought you were going to lose, and to win the MPWF Championship. That's an amazing feat. Now Craig David there with a bulldog. And now Craig David right back with that drop salt to Helios Christ. So Craig David needs to find a specific body part and work on it. And there's a drop salt again knocking down Helios Christ. But it seems that every time he knocks Christ down, Christ gets back up. And going for the head and neck may not be a bad idea. It may be good. I mean, we have yet to really seen a weak point on Helios Christ. And Helios Christ fights back with an eye right there. And there's a big boot to the face. We've seen in the past that the ribs have affected Craig David. And just bear with me. I'm trying to continue trying to survive for the rest of this matchup, for the rest of this event. And now, right back to combination David out of nowhere. Combination David out of nowhere by Craig David. And Craig David now kick to the gut. And now running knee to the face. Can Craig David win the World's Heavyweight Championship here? And it is not time to ask for the crowd's adulation. It is time to pick up the victory. This is what you need to do, kid. You need to pick up the win so you can leave, because you said that your fate is to become the World's Heavyweight Champion, and it may just be that, as Craig David goes for Starship Pain, and it connects. The man with the Jufro goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my goodness. Helios Christ kicked out. I thought it was going to be Hanukkah up in this bitch, but it wasn't. And now, oh, look at this. Helios Christ throws Craig David up the top rope. And the crowd here in Madison Square Garden chanted for the superstar Craig David. And now Helios Christ just ends that chant with a big, debilitating clothesline. Oh, and there's another snap DDT there by Helios Christ. And Christ seems to be hurt there, ladies and gentlemen. You see him holding his ribs. Christ seems to be in pain. And there's another kick to the gut of Craig David. And look at those boxing jabs. Just knocking Craig David to the outside of the ring. And this crowd here chanting for Craig David all they can. And Helios Christ moving the steel steps. And I guess they're in his way. But now I'm not sure what he's going to do here to Craig David. And oh my goodness, on the outside the ring. And there's a chokeslam on the outside the ring. My goodness. Just punishing Craig David. And oh my god, don't you even think about it. Oh, what is this? There's a gory bomb on the outside. And Craig David's face just went splat. Just went splat on the floor. I thought we were going to see the death of Jason Rage on the outside the ring. Thank God that didn't happen. That would have been the end of Craig David and this match. And Craig David just being thrown in the ring. And Craig David needs to find a way to come back now. I mean, taking a gory bomb on the outside the ring. And there's a boot to the face. And now Helios Christ telling Craig David to get back up. And this is what we're talking about. Helios Christ says that he is immortal. He cannot be stopped. He cannot be beat. And how can you argue with that when you see things like this? Craig David has hit Helios Christ with damn near everything. But oh wait, Craig David with the nip up. Craig David with a nip up. And now there's a DDT there on Helios Christ. And now Christ in trouble as Craig David is setting up for the super kick. Can he get it? Can he get it? He's getting this crowd on his side. Craig David getting ready for the kick. And he hits it. Super kick. Super kick. Super kick. Go for the cover. Go for the cover. New World's Heavyweight Champion right here. Right now. And yeah. Oh. Helios Christ got the shoulder up. My God. How much more can Helios Christ take? Craig David with the Starship Pain and with the super kick. And now the Frankensteiner off the top rope by Craig David. Craig David is thinking to himself, what more do I have to do? And now there's a corkscrew, and he missed. He missed. It didn't pay off for Craig David. It did not pay off for him in this matchup. And now what's Christ going for here? Oh my goodness, now look at this. Look at the strength of Helios Christ. Oh wow. Oh my God. Just threw Craig David across the ring. And now there's the chokeslam. There's the chokeslam to Craig David. The chokeslam by Helios Christ. And now Helios Christ, he's saying that this one is over. Kick to the gut. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the death of Jason Rage to Craig David. And oh my God, he got hung up in the ropes. He got hung up in the ropes. And ladies and gentlemen, Craig David needs to kick out. If Christ goes for the pin, it's supposed to be his fate. It's supposed to be his fate. But fate does not come true tonight. Helios Christ retains the World's Heavyweight Championship. Wow. What a matchup for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And you can see here in the replays the closing moments of this World title matchup. After the choke slam here by Helios Christ. And then the death of Jason Rage to end it. I don't think there's anyone who can stop Helios Christ. I don't think it is possible. Helios Christ is immortal, and more importantly, he is still the World's Heavyweight Champion. But now what is going to happen to Craig David and Brian Adams? And now Helios Christ motioning towards the Clown Devil Satos to bring the casket to the ring. Brian Adams is going to be awoken. Craig David is out in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to now see An MPWF Summer Slam sacrifice. Craig David gave it his all. He tried his best, but he was no match for the World's Heavyweight Champion Helios Christ, and fate did not come true. 2 years in a row, Helios Christ has defeated Craig David, and now Sato's opening up the casket, and oh my goodness, Bryan Adams is awake, and Bryan Adams just threw Satos in the casket. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, this crowd is stunned. Bryan Adams is now attacking Helios Christ. But how is this happening? Satos tried to open the casket. Bryan Adams stopped it, and he's now attacking the World's Heavyweight Champion. Bryan Adams is alive. He's here. He's awake. And you talk about a change of events, and Bryan Adams now knocking down the World's Heavyweight Champion. Craig David having time to roll to the outside the ring. It almost happened too fast. Bryan Adams is here, and I'm shocked. I am shocked. I don't believe it. That is Bryan Adams, and that was his signature arm drag to Helios Christ, and Helios Christ is getting taken to school by Bryan Adams. We haven't seen him in over a month. We haven't seen Bryan Adams in over a month, and ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Muscle Buster to Helios Christ, the World's Heavyweight Champion. And Bryan Adams is back in the MPWF, and it backfired. I wonder if Helios Christ ever expected that. So how long has Bryan Adams been awake in that casket? How long has he been ready to come back? Satos tried to get him out for the sacrifice, but Bryan Adams just busted out, and without no looking back, just took out Satos and Helios Christ, and this crowd is going absolutely nuts for Bryan Adams, and Craig David is on the outside of the ring, and he ain't happy. Craig David ain't happy. He didn't win the World's Heavyweight Championship. It was supposed to be his fate, and you can see how upset he is. But Bryan Adams is back in an MPWF ring, ladies and gentlemen. What a moment. What a way to close the show. What a way to end MPWF Summer Slam, ladies and gentlemen. It was an amazing night. Wow. Bryan Adams is back in the MPWF, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell you, this was phenomenal. My name is DJ Johnny Feelgood, and I am signing out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in and watching the biggest event of the summer, MPWF Summer Slam 2011.